Hey, how you doing, everybody out there? This is Real Gym, Real Talk with Henri, Skiba, and Donnie Blanks coming to you live.
We should use you first, Donnie, but I thank you for the intro.
You're the guru.
Well, and it's your place. I love your shirt. I love when I see that when we open up, that Americana flag in the background. And what would you like to talk about today, my friend? I got a couple things on my list. What would you like to talk
Yeah,
about?
you start, Ski. What's new with you?
Well, the thing I'd like to really talk about and get out there is that we're going to be running a IPA Worlds contest in Atlantic City this year. Donnie's going to be coordinating with me and working with me with Real Gym. And we expect to do it October 11th at Atlantic City Convention Center. And Donnie's going to be down there with his stand and having his merchandise down there and showing everything off. One of the things we're working with this year, Donnie and I really want to get involved with doing some promotion, whether it be bodybuilding or powerlifting. And one of the first things we're going to start working with this year is October 11th, we've been granted the IPA Worlds. That's going to happen in Atlantic City at the Convention Center. Holds like 1,200 people, has like 30 to 50,000 square feet. We're trying to do a real contest with the availability of some great lifters from all over. And we're also going to have 40 vendors there. And you're going to get to see the Real Gym merchandise. You just brought some new things you're going to show us out between shirts and some of the things for aiding with lifting, right? And
Exactly.
that's something I really look forward to. And so we're going to be working together, promoting that and putting it together. Anything?
They're actually going to be what, $1,000 to every world record broken, right?
$1,000 to every new official world record broken. And I'm going to try and give away a Mars bar and a powerlifting bar to some of the best lifters. So we're going to try and give back to lifters. That's one of our things. You know, we're going to try and run it top shelf powerlifting. And when we run a bodybuilding contest, we're going to do top shelf out of that too.
Exactly. Started some real good things in New Jersey, bringing it back. So many good times, definitely.
Bringing it back because that's what we need. We've been locked up for so long. When we finally get out, let's go out there and live again because I think that's a
Go out with a bang. Yeah, yep. Definitely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So Donnie, what do you showed some merchandise you're gonna be selling? What are you gonna be working with now?
Yeah, we just got our new hip circles in, no slip. Some really good, real good quality, comparable to your slingshot, but they don't have the no slip grip. We got the no slip grip.
All right.
And I mean, real good stuff.
Are you gonna
got some knee wraps coming in, belt, the singlets. Yeah, it's real quality stuff.
Well, you better put a singlet on the side for me. I want to wear one of them. They look great.
Yeah,
I love your logo.
Yeah, some really good stuff. Yeah.
What about training this week for you? Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah. Plus, I want to tell the people that I'm partnering with you with your merchandise also with Skiba's Gym. You know, he has that original logo. We're going to rock with that. We're getting that online. So everybody make sure that you go get your merch when we get that stuff up. And that'll be going.
Thank you, Donnie. I appreciate it because you're the person getting the stuff out there, man. Yeah. Honestly.
We got some good surprises too coming to you. We have some major magazines looking at us and a major network looking at us. So it's going to be some good stuff coming down the line.
You had a visitor the other day. Didn't you have somebody come visit you and do a show?
Yeah. You know, I don't want to let it out the gate, but yeah, we had something that came by. Yeah, it's going to be some good stuff going on.
All right.
You know,
excellent. Yeah. I'll tell you, you moved your place forward this year. You got a lot going on. So when they finally let us out of our quarantine, we're just going to explode upon the market. So let's go.
Exactly.
Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on with your training because I'm real curious. I've seen you doing some pulling. You pulled 405 like 10. You could have cleaned it. I mean, it looked really good.
Yeah. I've been trying to be humble, but yeah, I'm trying to get back up to speed. Put the old guys, the masters on the map. Lifetime Naturals. The No Juice Crew. I actually got the new church T-shirts and logos that's up now on the website. And no knock on guys that use supplements, but
right.
I got it. Shout out to guys that the drug-free guys too. You know what I mean? But it's all good. And
my whole thing is, I hope that you're going to join in some of those, setting some of those records at some of our contests because
that's the plan. That's the plan. I'm trying to stay healthy. I'm trying to stay conservative. And hopefully, I want to go out with a bang. I want to break the world record. in my class, definitely.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
I really love to see that. I'm sure your little family will love to see that too, to all the boys, right?
Yeah, I got to show the boys. You know, they never saw me when I was a monster. You know what I mean? You know,
well, I
they
saw the
saw
video,
me as an
man.
old man.
Oh my God!
Back in the day, you know, I was a monster, Ski.
You don't lose that,
10,000 calories a day.
you don't lose that monster status. You still look huge, man. So keep it up, man.
Yeah.
So tell me something different in training this week. Did you do anything special, or did you take it easy, heavy?
I did a little. Actually, I went back in the archives with the bench. I did what I applied was deficit bench, and what I used the Buffalo bar.
All right.
To get deep, and I actually used another camber bar, the old school camber, to get real deep in the rear delts and rep that out. That gave me a good, nice back pump. And then I went to the isometrics, you know, on the bottom part of the bench and pressed against the pins, and it was a really good workout. Yeah.
And you really incorporate a lot of isometrics in your training. I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up to speed quick, you know, so I had to, you know, pull all the tricks, but I had to still stay conservative so I stay injury free. That's the key. Excuse me.
Before you do any kind of like, a lot of times when I start like, you know, really coming into a cycle, I'll do some kind of preparatory type work, or what I call trying to make your body bulletproof. Are you doing anything specifically to try and make your body like getting ready to handle the heavy loads?
The most important thing that you have to, especially at our age, is the warm up. You know what I mean? So, you know, the warm up takes a decent amount of time for me to get the body warm. So I'll get on an elliptical. I like the elliptical or the constant 2 row, and I'll roll for 5 to 10, sometimes even 20 minutes, depending, you know, to get the body warm. And then I go through a dynamic warm up, and then I stretch a little, and then I get into it. So it takes.
What's your body weight at now? What's your body weight?
I'm almost 250 right now.
How much?
Yeah.
Almost 250.
Almost 250. Almost 250, like 248. Yeah, but I'm trying to stay around the 242. I don't want to get too heavy.
Want to keep you for the record.
Right. So,
man, I can't wait to go out there and train with you a little bit. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun.
Do you have any young lifters you want to highlight within your gym that you're, you know, looking at?
There's a young guy coming along. You know, his name. You know, I call him Hill, but he's the truth, and he's about 165, right. But he has a big squat and a big bench. He has a 400 bench raw.
At 165?
At 165, yeah.
That's really good.
This kid is going to be a monster. Yeah.
How old?
He's 21.
Wow.
Yeah. He's special. He's special. But I got him under wraps, you know. And since the quarantine, I haven't really been able to work with him. But coming into the quarantine, he was moving some serious loads.
All right,
and he's a lifetime natural. Yeah.
Let's look at another direction. I know if you're one person that has done an incredible amount working with women. What's up with the women team? Is anything going on with them now?
Oh, they're doing real well. You know, they've been doing a lot of stuff at home. You know, before we closed down, I let a lot of them take a lot of equipment home with them. So they've been doing a lot of work at home. And, you know, they show me videos. We do the Zoom thing, and they've been staying up to speed. But, you know, I got a nice little team. And they, you know, we'll see after they come out of the quarantine, but they've been pretty disciplined doing the stuff, you know. And it's like, yeah.
What's so amazing I want to mention is that, you know, you see all these people that go to all these global gyms that I call them, right? You think they lend stuff out to help any of their people that are there? They don't give two crap.
Hell no.
You give half of the stuff. I know you lend stuff out to the people to try and keep working out like I try and do at my gym. So the people have something to do, and these other people, they could care less about the people. People keep going back to them. I think there's going to be a big change this time, that people are going to come back to the hardcore gym. I
think they're going to come back to us because you have to see. Now, look at all of these big box gyms. They're no identity. They have no identity. They're lost on the web. They have no identity. You know what I mean? And they're hurting. You know what I mean? And I want everybody to be successful. You know what I mean? You know, that's what America's about. Everybody, you know, with a free shot. But us little guys, you know what I mean? Sometimes we get the short end of the stick, just like we did with the stimulus package. We got the short end of the stick. But, you know, we are the ones with identity. People can identify with us. You know, when you say Henri, Skiba's Gymm, you can identify him. You say Donnie Blank's Real Gym, you can identify him.
That's exactly
Gary
right.
Campbell, you can identify him. Fitness City.
We chose to
Big Fonz, East Coast Iron, right? You know,
we're responsible for what goes on in our gyms. Who do you look for when something goes on in that gym? Is there some guy named whatever the name of the gym is? No.
They give you the runaround. You call, you never get an answer. Sometimes that's to our detriment because people take advantage of that. They know they can, you know, we're accessible, so they take advantage of us. But, you know, it is what it is. But now, you know, hopefully that'll benefit us.
When I always ask Ronnie Capadano or Gary Camel why they, you know, add their names to the gym. Because they're responsible for what goes on. They care about what goes on. They care for people to be successful. And you're there all the time with the people. You're always there to answer questions and work with people, especially youth. You do a lot with youth too. I mean, it's incredible.
I love the kids. We just did a Zoom class, and I give them little nicknames. I got one called Cricket and his sister Kay. They're twins. They're just too cute. My little man Jackson, he's doing this thing.
I love
we have
kids.
I love giving them nicknames because when they grow up, they stick with them. Like I had a kid years ago after the Shrek movie. He talked just like him. He ran his mouth just like Donkey, and it stuck with him. You know, he's a grown-ass man, and everybody still calls him Donkey. And that's, you know, I gave him that nickname years ago. But, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. You know?
But what do you expect this summer, man? I hope we can get something done this summer. You always run a contest during the summer, don't you?
Yeah, and I had the Speed Bag Gathering, which I, you know, do in conjunction with the, Beast of the Bayshore. So hopefully, you know, we'll be able to do that this year. You know, in July, we were supposed to shoot the second half. Actually, we're doing another movie that we're going to shoot another documentary, for the Speed Bag. Yeah, and then we would have got a Beast of the Bayshore in that documentary. So, you know, hopefully, you know, we'll be able to do that. Hopefully, you know, to come to a good resolution, and you know, but you know, first the people's safety. You know, we're hurting, but you know, it's all about the people's safety first. You know, I don't want to open if it's going to jeopardize anybody's life.
That's what I say.
You know what I mean?
Really,
you know, it's like, you know, so we just try and hold on until, you know, things open up. But I think that the country and, you know, the world is, you know, it's just going to be a new time, a new day and age, and people are going to put more worth in their day-to-day activity. You know, stop taking things for granted. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we're moving too fast. It forced us to slow down a little bit, and that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and all the sadness and all the lives that are lost, at least, you know, people have to slow down a little bit and, you know, take notice. You know, the life, what's important, what's really important, like having dinner with your family. You know.
I think you're absolutely right. And I also think the other thing is, too, that I've seen so many people stop being so egocentric and start to open up a little bit and actually give back to people again. So if anything, you know, positive came out of this whole thing, I think that's working. That's why I'm hoping that down the line when we do get a chance to open up, I was hoping maybe you and I sometime could either get together and do like a couple mini seminars talking about what we could do for deadlift or squat or whatever for people that are considering going into a contest, how to get started, what you need to get started to go into a contest. I like to get a whole crew of young powerlifters that want to go out there and compete, and I think you and I think we could do that.
Start making our rounds, definitely. You know what I mean? It's time. You know what I mean? Like I told you, Guru, you've been around from the beginning, you know, to the onset of this thing, and you never really got your credit due. People don't know, you know, how far and how deep, you know, you go back into the history of powerlifting, and you know, it's that time. I mean, it's a lot of people getting a lot of credit for stuff that you did, you know, help pioneer, and you know, you've been a humble guy, but you know, now it's the time to, you know, you have to leave our mark. You know what I mean? And
that's why you and I are getting together, because Donnie, you are a very good communicator, and that's why you and I together, we're going to get this information out. You not only have the ability to speak to people, but you also have the modalities, the different tools to get out to people. So I think we're going to do it, and I look forward to that. You know, between the both of us. All right.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. Definitely. You know, we're very unorthodox, but you know, it's you know. It's tried and true. I always say that environment was the great experiment, you know what I mean? And you're your own guinea pig, and people don't understand, like, you can go to school, you can study anatomy and physiology, you can go through all the textbooks, and it's a beautiful thing. You need knowledge as always, but real world work is what it's all about. You know what I mean? You have to experience it. You have to grow into it. And, that's everything.
I'll tell you, so if anything else, when I talk about an advertisement for your gym, I went and watched your video before you pulling with the weight like 405 for 10 and stuff like that. And when you're done with it, man, that is just pure exuberance. It shows that it comes from the heart, that that's what you love to do. Some of these people, they don't have that. They don't experience that. When they come to your gym and my gym, they see that we're made of blood and bone, but I mean, there's a lot of heart. And I saw that when I see you pulling, I'm saying, damn, that guy still got it, man. He's going to go after some records, man. And I'll be
having fun with it, it's amazing time because records are being broken. I mean, I just look at these young guys, man, they're moving that weight. I mean, it's like, it's just a laundry list of guys that are just on the scene right now. And it's like, wow, it's amazing with and it's because the pool is so much larger now. There's so many people are exposed to the sport now that, you got the top athletes jumping in, the genetic superiors are in there. So now you're seeing amazing things. You got kids, in the lighter weight classes moving weight that, you only see super heavies do back in the day. It's just a beautiful thing with the leverages and the connective tissue, and it's all different things that go into making you, an elite lifter. And, I just marvel at, some, the muscle bellies and just the biomechanics, just to watch certain people move. I just get excited about
listening to you. You get all pumped up talking about it.
Yeah, man. I love these young guys, man. I'm just amazed and just at all of them, you know what I mean? And it's just a beautiful time for powerlifting. And,
you really have some good people come out of your place too. I remember OC. I don't think I've ever seen anybody so built and so powerful. Right?
He's an incredible guy. And you got Eddie. I mean, Eddie's amazing, you know what I mean? He's an all-around athlete, you know what I mean? These guys are balanced. That's the thing. The modern-day powerlifter isn't just a big lummox walking in the gym and just picking up loads. They can do everything across all modalities and still powerful. And another thing, these young ladies, man, they're amazing now, and they're celebrating their beauty, you know what I mean? It's a good thing.
I have one lady coming back now that was from the old times that her name is Heather Darling. I'm going to throw her name out there because she'll probably watch this. And she was the most amazing woman I've ever seen. Because back in the day, people will not believe it, but she's benched like 405 for 4 or 5 reps. She was amazing. I'm telling you, it's true. She was known for it, and she's coming back one more time to take a shot at it. She's also a high-level bodybuilder too. So she's getting close to 50. She happens to be a surrogate down in Morris County. She's a hell of a woman fighting for the rights of children and people that are not receiving proper things from the government and stuff. Really hell of a lady, but she's also coming back to lift again, and I'm really proud to see people like that after so many years coming back.
Yeah, it's a good time.
We're not done yet, baby. You're much younger than me, man, but I'm just telling you something, man. You get me fired just like when I come in the gym. And you have those young guys. I like the young guys being around there because I
remember the last time before all of this happened. I guess it was about 2 years ago when you came down with Eddie.
Oh my God,
OC, and then you guys, we were all rocking and stuff. And I'm like, damn, Skiba, you still got it. You know what I mean? You still got it, man. You were rocking.
When we get together, man, that's when the magic happens. You know.
We did the time we went to Strong and Shapely. We ran up over there. That was.
I'm not gonna say anything more because I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
He gave us a hard time because somebody took their shirt off. The guy looked like a Adonis.
But it was a good time. It was a good time.
It's always a good time. Well, listen, we got anything else you'd like to discuss today, or we're gonna call quits, or anything else we're gonna talk about?
We can save it for next time, but because I like to keep it short and sweet. But I just want everybody to stay healthy out there. I want them to, listen to, wear your mask, wear your gloves, be overprotective. It's rather be safe than sorry. and just God bless your loved ones and take care. And hopefully this thing opens back up and everybody can prosper.
Donnie, I love your background. I love what you're doing here. And I thank you for the opportunity to speak with you and renew our friendship and look forward to the future. All right, my brother. Till next time, till next Tuesday when we get together again.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
You take care, my brother.
All right, see
you
you
well.
Peace.
Peace.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Take care, everyone.